Today is Get a Different Name Day.
Generally, if the name sounds cool, but it doesn't really have a meaning or a good meaning or anything like that, then I'm just kind of like, oh, that doesn't really count.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't give someone a name that didn't have a good meaning. Maybe, or, what's your name, child?
This one.
Baby Tobia.
Uh-huh. Do you like your name? If you had to get a different name, what name would you get?
I don't know.
No? I don't know either. Hey, you! Boy child, come here. What's your name, boy child?
Maverick.
What's your middle name? Say your whole name.
I don't remember my middle name.
Yes, you do. What do we say when you're being naughty?
I don't know.
Maverick.
Er.
You know what your middle name? Man,
horrible.
Apparently we haven't
We're
been
like the
using
worst
his middle
parents
name
ever.
enough lately. Goodness. Maverick Francis? Maverick Ruel! You know your middle name. Child. So, tell about why we chose maybe Tobia.
You have me, and then you wait 3 days.
No, that was me that didn't have a name for 3 days. I didn't have a name for 3 days.
It's Maeve, and it's an Irish name, but we didn't like the way Maeve sounded.
I found one pronunciation on the internet that was pronounced Mavie, and David really liked that better. I really thought that we should spell it differently so that it would be more obvious, because of course when everybody sees it, they think it's Maeve.
Yeah.
But David didn't want to change the spelling, so we didn't.
With her middle name, I had spent about 1.5 years in Israel.
The meaning that we put together for her name is joyous goodness of God. Between Mavie and Tovia, that's basically
Comes
what
out
it
there
means.
somewhere.
And then Maverick Ruel.
I personally believe that your name has a bearing, an influence, if you will, on your life, on who you're going to be, on what kind of person you're going to be, and that made me really a little nervous to give him the name Maverick.
We give our kids birth first, if you will. The idea behind Maverick Ruel is taking what could be a negative connotation with Maverick, flipping it to the positive side of not conforming. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And his middle name means friend of God, Ruel. And the other cool thing about Ruel is that it's the second R in JRR token. In any case, we like names, and we would almost consider, well, at least I would almost consider having more kids just to name them, because it's kind of fun to me. But that's a lot of work to go through just to name
somebody.
So get a different name. I don't know. I have a lot of names that I like. I have lists of names.
You would consider getting a different name?
No.
Yeah. Me either, as common as my name is.
Well, I mean, it's just a little bit complicated being here with his parents, because his dad's name is David also. So whenever his mom is talking about David, about her husband, she has to say my husband, so that I know who she's talking about. If you were to get a different name, what would you pick?
Aragorn.
Hello, I'm Christina, and this is my husband Aragorn.
Oh, I actually knew some people that named one of their daughters Galadriel.
I wonder how she feels about her name now. I wonder if she's nerdy about it, or if she's like, eh.
Oh, why?
I personally would have thought it would be sort of cool to maybe put a couple of things together to make a name, but he doesn't think that counts, because clearly you can make a meaning out of it, but he doesn't think that's relevant.
People are like, oh, this vowel sounds good with this letter,
Honey.
so hey. You know,
He's a bit of a snob about things like this.
Flop. I'll name you Flop.
Nobody
I guess
does
has
that.
A meaning, so
Duh, every word has a meaning.
Floppery. I mean, I guess if you think about it, that's kind of what they do in Hebrew. They just put things together.